Mhm. Let me
Today
see
only I
about.
joined this class.
Okay, okay, fine, not a problem. So, okay. So Ram. Anyone going other team member going to join this session, or may I start,
Uh,
Krishna?
yeah, actually, I'm joining this class from the US. So I don't have any friends.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
myself
okay.
only decided, and I joined this class. Like how
Mhm.
things will going on and
Mhm.
everything.
Okay, okay, fine, perfect. Okay, so let me introduce myself first. So my name is Chandan, and I have total 10-year experience in the service now. I have implemented
Mhm.
the ITSM and the ITBM integration as well, and HRSD basically, and also customer service management. I have completed couple of like certification as well. The ITSM for admin one, implementation, and HRSD, and some micro certification as well, like integration hub, flow designer, and my MP as well. So multiple, you can say, the micro certification as well. It's all about me. So can you brief about your experience and your expectation as well
Yeah,
for this topic?
my oh good. My name is Ram, and myself, I just completed my. I mean, not only just completed, I completed my masters in MBA HRM in US in India only. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like I joined recently. I mean, SharePoint job, and coming to that, I'm not at all satisfied. What is there in the coding or anything in the SharePoint? So I
Mm-hmm.
just did some googling and related my HR related or whatever it is, non-coding courses. I just choose myself, Servicenow, and
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't have any like I did training in SAP HR, but that
Mm-hmm.
time I don't have any working visa, so
Mm-hmm.
I decided to quit that SAP HR because of no working visa means in US nothing to do, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
why
Yeah. Okay.
after 2 years, I mean almost 1.5 year ago, I took that training in SAP HR. That's
Mm-hmm.
why again I came to that service now. Like in US, most of the
Mm-hmm.
people are going on hot like big data or else
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
AWS. A lot of you know these courses are going on. But coming to
Mm-hmm.
that, I want to give a shot with SAP. Sorry, not a SAP, a service now with HR related. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't
Yeah.
know. Even I didn't do any research on like how positions are in US and what is the pay rate. I didn't do much, but as of
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once get it service now, I just gave a message to my organizer. He just set up and demo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Subbu, for sharing uh, the candidate as well. Because yes, here we are ready to the support in terms of training as well, and the work as well, basically.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
that's nice to hear all these things. Yeah, like you mentioned that you have try to in other technology as well, like Hadoop and some many more technology nowadays. But yes, this is the good way where you can start in the service now. And initially, if you're spending like 1 month or something, then yes, you are able to get something in the service now. And initially, you can start as an admin, or you can say if particular talk about the HRSD. This is HR related thing, so that will be helpful for you as well. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to give some overview about the service now, like what service now is here. Okay, and after that, also I will give some overview about the HRSD module, like what functionality service now providing, in HRSD and how we can implement in all areas, because every in HRSD there is multiple COE. COE stand for the Central of Excellence. Okay, so something divided the payroll system and the leave management and other many over there, like training or session something over there. So basically we can go one by one and then we can utilize the things which is in given the service now, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me share my screen and then I will hold on, skip me a minute. Okay, so okay, uh, let me know once my screen visual for you.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, fine. So the service now is a cloud-based the application basically, and also this is on premises as well, like some of the company taking on premises as well, like it's not only the cloud but mainly the focus of the service now they are providing the cloud based solution, ITSM basically, or based on the ITL v3 or v4 nowadays coming. So based on that they are implemented all the module which is default, you can say more than 200 or 300 you can application by default available in the service now without any charges. Directly you can install and then you can utilize, but yes, some of the module is chargeable here as well, or application where you need to pay and then you can start, like
Okay.
HRSD and the customer service management item and event management. So many other module basically they are charge basis over there. But yes, for learning purpose what you can do, you can create at least one demo instance from the ServiceNow developer on the site, and then you can start practicing over there. i
Okay,
will
that
uh, i will
means,
explain. Yeah.
yeah, that means if we are taking that license from the service now, we can use that either ITSM or as well as the HRSD, right? You can say like that, or these two are different ones.
No. So HRSD is a different scoped application in the service now. Okay,
We
where you
need
need
to
to
take another license
purchase.
for it.
Yes. No, no, it's
Okay.
not need to take another license in the service now. Like,
Mhm.
let's take example for, like you are using the Idea Mobile. Okay. So in Idea
Mhm.
Mobile, in India, everything is free, but the calling and SMS and everything. But if you are going in other country, then you need to enable the functionality or, the facility like SMS or calling facility for European country or maybe the America or some other China. So similar way, in the service now they have different scoped application as well, where you can get one instance, and over that you can take more licenses for particular the application. So
Got
they
you.
will enable for you and you can utilize.
Okay.
Yeah. So Subbu, are we good right here as of now? Okay. So in the service now, first of all I explain about like what and where we can use the cloud based ITSM, the service now, and on premises. So on premises basically use where some of the company, like take example for the Alliance, there is one company, finance company, and they don't want to share any data to any company. Okay, because the more confidential data, financial data, and as you know that in the in European country there is a GDPR, Global Data Protection Policy Act over there. So this is reason they some of the company they are trying to not share any user information or employee information, or you can say the customer information to anywhere, right? So this is the reason they are taking on premises. But the drawback is what, the service now cannot support any like on premises related service now instance. Whole and sole responsibility is yours. if we are going to take the licensing of on premises, like database, networking, and everything, it's configurable and durable, for you. And then you take a license and then you can start. In the cloud base, directly you can purchase the node here, like this is the node. So ServiceNow only selling you the node. This is the prefix one, and this is the postfix, where it is the same for every company, but this will be the different before dot. Okay, so this is the cloud base, so you can directly open from anywhere without any VPN or something if required. Yes, some of the authentication is required into the company, like someone enable the VPN, through VPN you can access, or maybe the SSO, or MFA, or other like Azure, or some multiple authentication factor, they are using to making secure ServiceNow instance. But overall, if you see, like they can give the ServiceNow node, and based on that you can start. So initially they like define into the three pieces of the user experience. Like one is the ESS. ESS is external communication channel. Sorry, ESS is you can say the user who have not any role. Okay, like I am the ESS user, so I don't have any role. Like I am only able to create a incident or request into the service now. First thing, okay, I cannot see any information which is raised by some other user. So this is part of the ESS user, right? If you talk about the ITIL user, like I can see information about like incident, problem, change, configuration, but I cannot delete any record into the system. I can modify it if they have given access right. I can approve it, I can raise a request, I can see the information about the other the user, like what they have raised an incident or request, what are the status. So all this thing we can see here in the service now, but it's required the ITL role, and this is the license user.
Okay.
Okay, third one is admin user, is a super user, you can also say. Like if user having like they can customize the service now the application, or if we can say the changing the banner, or they can delete, they can modify, they can do each and everything if you have a the admin role. So this is the super role, you can also say here,
To get
right?
the job in admin, do we need to do any certifications? Is that
Like
mandatory?
uh, some of the company in India, actually this is not mandatory to get a job based on the certification. But yes, nowadays the company like the Wipro, HCL, IBM, or Cognizant, or you can say the seat, these are company prefer in India basically the person who have the certification, first thing, and
Oh,
overall required the knowledge. But in the US, as you're going to search here, so they also prefer the first point thing is required to do the admin certification. At least after that you can get a job over there.
oh, after
So
the
in the
job.
US,
Okay.
this is the, yes, this is the mandatory in the US. But in
Okay.
India this is not mandatory for every company. But yes, some of the company they given from in 2019 or 20, you can say, they started required thing for the at least certification. And certification initially they are given online the training over there, or simulator for the admin one, and after that provided the voucher. And based on that, if you completed the training like for the 3 days or something, then you can get a voucher, and then you can give the examination for the admin one, and there is no fee required over there. But nowadays 200 something required for $200 for the admin one. For implementation is $300 something, and if you go for the HRSD, it will require $450 something for
Oh, good.
examination. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so many other item or event management, some other like certification is available. So based on your like experience, or you can say the work experience, you can apply over there, you can start over there for the certification. But yes, some of the company, or you can say candidate, also can support if you want to if you don't want to give any kind of the examination directly, they can you can give money over there, and they can uh, give certification as well, but not for all certification, only for the admin.
Oh,
So this is the
without
one thing. Yeah.
without training, can we get the certification?
Yes, you can do it, but yes, it's depend on you can say you need to contact Prometric Center, or some of the people, they have the
Okay,
voucher, they can handle it. I think Suvo can help on this. I'm not sure,
no
but yes,
problem.
he can help. Yeah. Anyway, so this is all about the service now for the licensing point of view. Now,
Okay.
what is the thing required here into the service now? Let me here show you first thing. Mhm, mhm. Okay, so in the service now, if you see here, this is called banner. Okay, like what information you want to see, like the company name and the version of the company, you can see from here directly. So let's suppose if I'm working the HCL, then there is the name will be visible to me like HCL instance, and here is the name something like HCL dot servicenow dot com something, or maybe some other name based on what prefix you want to choose. You can apply over there, and they can give you. This is a filter navigation where you can see all the application information which is available in our system. If the plugin is enabled, only that application you can see here in this part. If the plugin is not available, if you want to search here, you can't see. You need to enable the plugin first, or if you want to do any kind of scoped application or customized application you want to create, then you need to create first, and then you can see here. This is called content page, where all the content information visible to you. Okay, this is updates it, where let me show you here exactly what is the things. Yeah, so you can see this is complete overview for the content one, and this is the setting information. Like this will available for if the user having the idle role, they can do this kind of modification for the system setting. But if you have only the admin role, this functionality will not available to do the changes this or elaborate this kind of the functionality. So only ITL and admin can do the changes based on like the experience, like what they want to look and feel. They can do the changes here from the system setting. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to explain about like what are the in the journal. So if you click here in the journal, you can see some of the functionality available, right? So let's take example for first. Compact the user interface. As of now, like you can see, the interface is something the wide swing. But if you want to compact like something then you can see here the changes will be, you can say, some reflection here, right? The size wise, or you can say the setting of uh, the character or a string is something compacting here. But if you don't want, then you can use as this functionality, so that explain more here, and the more visibility point of view, it will be more visible here. Now same for the compact list date and time. What is meaning of that? Like if you want to see some of the date information which visible in terms of like more visible, then you make it like compact. It will not visible here directly, but yes, it will reflect on all the forms which is available into the service now. Same for if you want to enable any shortcut key in ServiceNow, then you need to enable, and then only you can apply like a control P something for the print, or some copy control C. So you can apply in this way for the shortcut key. So it will helpful for you while if you're doing development, or if you are creating any story, or if you're working on the HR application, then it will help for you if you are enabling this functionality. There is two things for the home page and dashboard. Like if you see here, as of now, this is, I have created one home page here, which is, visible to you, where you can add some of the reporting, where the end user, not exactly end user, but yes, your team member or the group member, or you can say like manager, or if you want to share this report or dashboard to any other people directly, you can add here the name for that, and then you can share it. Like you can see this here, I have shared the two name, like Chandrabhati and Jason one, then it visible to this people. But if I want to add some more people, then I can share it from here, like add the group name, username, and if you want to base on the role, like maybe it may be the possibility thousand of user, they are going to see this, same home page. So it is very difficult to add all thousand of users here. So what you can do, directly you can give the role, and if user having that role, then directly they can see this dashboard information. So this is the basic one, which is required for the end user as well, and for the ITL and the admin as well, for kind of configuration. Any doubt as of now in terms of explanation?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, and what about my pace, like is going slow, or very
No,
fast,
no,
or
you're good.
so?
You're
Okay.
good. You're good.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, thanks. So this is about the home page functionality. So here you can, like change, if you want to use a home page or dashboard, it's up to you, like what kind of configuration you want to use here. If you want to dashboard, then directly dashboard functionality will be visible to you. You can directly change from here. Okay, let me refresh, then it will reflect here. And same for, if you want to add like custom dashboard or visit here into the Servicenow, then also you can utilize the functionality. It based on, like you can create a new dashboard or the new property, or you can delete the dashboard or duplicate dashboard. If you want to share this dashboard URL, then directly you can copy the URL, and then you can share with the respective team members or your manager for the visibility. Or if you want to share with the client, then also you can add it. Okay, the tab is here, the functionality, like in one home page, suppose there is 4 report, right? If you want to add more 4 report here again, then it will be very difficult to see all the report information, because you need to scroll down and then you can see, right? So there is in the Servicenow the functionality given, like you need to create a tab. Okay, so you can create a new tab, and under this tab you can directly add more reports as well, or schedule job as well. It's up to you, like how you want to add. As of now, you can see in this tab there is only 4 report. If you want to add only 2 report here, like based on, the group by some of the information, if you want to share to end user, then you can do it with the help of tab functionality. Okay, so as of now I don't want, so I can delete it from here. If you want to edit some of like tab, then there is option available where you can add it. Now if you want to add some of the report as well, let me go into the global domain, because as of now I'm working the uh, scoped application. Now we need to first think about the global purpose. So what is meaning of global application and the scope application? Any overview or any idea about that? What is the things in the terms of terminology, if you able to identify something? What is basic difference, like if I'm talking about the scoped application and the global application, generic term?
Global means universe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Scope
exactly.
means, yeah, like
Something
in
limited.
yeah,
Yes.
limited.
Yes. So why the service now given this functionality about the global and scope? So before, like as you know that and the service now started in 2000 the four around uh, the releases, but actual like a development point of view, if you talk about in 2009 or 10 in India coming over there, initially it was project in the HCL the very beginning or some of more company as well in the India, and I started with the Spain release. So every release is having some of the meaningful, you can say the name of the city. Like if talk about Spain, so Spain is again, you know that there is a country over there or city name as well. So in the Spain, they have started with the Spain, and then Berlin, there is a next release, and then Calgary, and then Dublin, and Eureka, and F for Fuji. So started with that, and nowadays the people are using at this moment upgraded, or you can say the latest version is the Paris one. And before the Paris, it was you can say the Orlando, right? So why they have making the different version? Because of they have given more functionality into the service now, where user can directly interact, or it will be more helpful for understanding about the service now, and without doing much more coding into the service now, directly based on the interface, like based on the your understanding based on the interface which is designed, it more helpful. Like if I'm not a developer also, I can do some label of the configuration to the service now without any knowledge of the coding. So this is reason in the coming future service now planning like no code or more work into the service now. So this kind of concept they are planning to implement here, so that the more user experience or manager or any client, if they want to handle the user service now related thing, they can directly manage and they can handle it. If required more kind of customization, then of course developer is required, but for the minimum of work they can easily do it with the help of this new functionality. So initially, when Spain release or Berlin or Calgary and Dublin, there was no any concept for the scoped application, right? And after that, so why they coming here? The reason behind that, like if I'm doing any changes into the global application, it is impacting all over the areas. Like if I'm making the custom application, so there is two different thing in the custom application and the scope application. The custom application you can make under the global application, but a scope application itself is a like custom application, right? It means under the scope application you can create a custom application as well. But if you simply talk about the custom application only, it will be under the global application. So it means if we are making any custom application under the global application, then it is sometime impacting work to other, right? Suppose I have created one custom application for HRSD, where payroll system and the other like finance related thing or leave management or some training management, there are multiple module for the HR one. So if I'm doing any changes in the global, also the user who have not aware about some other the areas apart from the HR, then also they are the hampering the work. Okay, so this is the reason the service now given the new functionality into the service now, you can make a custom application where if you're doing any changes over there, it will not impact into the globally, and the user can start working. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the reason they have given functionality into the service now, and this is reason nowadays service now booming, and you can say number of customer increases day by day, because more functionality given or more user friendly. There is no any like required more coding over there. Okay, and also very minimal impact in any other application as well.
Gotcha.
Second thing, it's also supporting like the integration. So https, as you know that https is a cloud based. So if you want to integrate ServiceNow with some other application as well, let's take example for the Workday, SAP, and Salesforce, or Remedy, or some many other application, you can directly integrate with the help of REST and SOAP API. Okay, so this is strongly supported over there. uh, Sorry, directly you can maintain your data if you want to pull data from any external application to the ServiceNow, or from ServiceNow you want to send some of the information into the any other application, also you can do with the help of integration, right? So this is the one thing. So nowadays, the service now basically, divided into the five part basically. One is ITSM, where we have incident, problem, change, configuration, okay, and some of the asset as well, right? If you talk about the ITBM, there is another, the core area where you can manage all the development related thing, like how you can manage with the help of agile, with the help of project management, with the help of portfolio, and also the some other functionality like a story epic, or some these kind of functionality you can handle with the help of ITBM. So they are segregated into the five different areas. Third, if you talk about discovery and service mapping and the cloud management as well, and the environment, this is coming under the ITOM. Okay, another one is HRSD, where it's manage the HR related thing. Another one more important thing, how we can give the given functionality to the external user if they are not having account into the service now. Okay, and how we can target those audience. So for that, they given functionality for the customer service management. This is totally different from the ITSM. ITSM only supported internal user, which is available into the service now. But if you want to support some of the external user as well, then you need to go with the help of customer service management. This is a separate scoped application, right? Like in the banking system, let's take example for the one bank. So in the banking system, if you see, I am the customer of the SDFC, right? But I'm not employee of the SDFC, right? And I want to use some of the services which is available into the SDFC. Then it's not necessary to I can go there and then register as an employee, and then I can access. So these kind of like this user, how they can access with the help of customer service management. So only focusing on like the external customers. So in the terms of, you can say, like if there is 90% customer you have, okay, and only like 5% if customer is satisfied with your services, you can increase number of multiple customers, or multiply with customer like 20%, 30%, 50% growth over there, if you are able to achieve your target or you're giving the better services, right? So this is very helpful for the customer service management as well. Now if you want to enable some of the security related management here, there is a GRC module available. Okay, GRC is stand for governance and compliance, where you can manage all the risk related thing. If there is any risk highlighted in organization, you can manage with the help of GRC. Any doubt as of now in these five modules or application, which is core area?
So if I get the job in HRSD, do we need required any IT like ITSM knowledge or ITSM certifications, or directly I can go for
Yes.
as a functional consultant?
No. So basically, the primary thing is, if you want to start in the service now, at least you have idea or knowledge about the ITSM first thing. Because
Okay,
if you are not able to handle those things with the help of the ITSM, because HR is what? This is the one core functionality where they given to like HR person to use. Okay, but if you come here, if you talk about the user point of view, like if you want to only use, then it's not necessary to learn ITSM, because this is not useful to you. You don't want to do any kind of development here in the service now. It's not necessary to understand about the ITSM process. But if you are going as a consultant, if you are going as a process owner, as you are going into the as a developer, then you need to understand about the ITSM process as well. Because in the HRSD as well, there is catalog, there is knowledge management, there is user management as well, like how external user coming into the service now, how you can manage the service, external user, internal user. It's totally payroll system. So all this thing you need to understand. And if you have idea on the ITSM, then only you can for the development point of view, or you can say for the process point of view, you can explain better way, like what functionality you want or what functionality you want to describe, right?
okay,
So the
gotcha.
ITSM is must, and above that there is HR.
Hmm.
So first you need to do certification as a ITSM admin one, like a admin, and then you move to the HR one.
Okay.
Now let's take example. Any doubt as of now, or any question query if you have in mind, then you can ask, please.
Yeah, sure. Right now, I don't have anything.
Okay, actually, I'm giving a broader, the view of on the service now, like how this is working, and then I will, move in the core area where your expectation, like for the HRSD or ITSM, something mix up. Okay, that will be more helpful for
Yeah.
you, so that you can easily understand the things like what meaning of that and how and where we are going at this moment, right?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So now here we are talking about the user setting here, right? So if you see in the general setting, these are, but now you can see the third thing is like date and time and both. So what is meaning of that? Like time ago, both, and the calendar. If you see here into the service now, let's move here. uh, I'm opening here incident table. Let's take example for the incident application. Okay, so into the list view, you can see like the open field, this is the one date and time field, right? So date and time field, under that, like you can see the years, month, and the day and date and time, right? So if I'm again coming here, right? So let's focus here. You can move, you can see here the changes. So as of now in the system setting, there is a date and time as a calendar. Okay, if someone want to use as a time ago, like how many years or day and it passes over there for any record, and that way they want to see any record, then what they can do it, they can check it like the radio button option available. You can only just check it like time ago, and then you can see the changes here reflecting, right? Like 24 day ago something. So for this, there is not necessarily required to do any kind of coding here. Based on some of the system functionality, directly you can do it, right? If you want date and time along with the ago functionality, right? Then also you can use both. Then you can see the changes here, like date and time and go both, right? So this is the one important thing where somewhere you can see these kind of things. If you know like someone raising the question or concern, like why I'm not able to see day ago or something, data calendar, or someone able to see only date and time ago something, then you can support and you can say and you can suggest to him like, yes, you can do the general setting and you can do the changes here, and then you can reflect on the form, right? Any doubt as of now on that?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, perfect. Now this is the time zone basically. So the user can choose the time zone based on like where they are working. Okay, so suppose I am working in India, then I can choose some Indian GMT or something here if the time zone is available. So this is again time zone functionality also, uh, based on some of like if you want to support from China or some other country as well, so you need to ask to the service now, and they can provide time zone related things here into the service now as well. Another thing, also there is localization support here in the service now. Like if you want to support the Chinese people, then all the translation will be into the service now as a Chinese. If you want to support in the Japanese, then also you can with help of Japanese language you can support along with the time zone. So these two things, the language related thing you can enable itself, but if you want to add some more time zone related thing, you need to check with the service now, like is they are supporting the time zone or not. Because some of the country is not still here listed as a time zone, or some of the company is available here, which you can see here. Okay, then you can chase with the service now account manager, they can help out. Now there is other, if you want to change some kind of theme. So as of now, if you see my theme is,
Chandan,
yeah,
hello.
yeah, go
These
ahead.
are all okay. Can you just come to the subject like, later also we can find out, this theme accessibility. I mean, I can do it later also. Coming to the HRSD, like what are
Okay,
can you come to subject?
yes, let me show you.
Those are all the settings, later also we can
Mhm.
learn it. So it's not a mandatory stuff to learn it.
Okay,
Pakka.
okay, okay, fine. Anyway, as of now, like I have a document for HRSD as well, but
Mm,
in system I am showing you. Tomorrow I will share with you content as well, like what we are going to cover into the HRSD, right? So you can
okay,
see there is HR case management. This is the application name, and again this is core application basically. So you need to come here for you need to change the application name, HR, human resource, and the core one. Okay,
oh,
so
okay,
if we are enabling this, if you are enabling the plugin for the HR SD, then by default they are supporting the HR related stuff, and also the knowledge management and the portal. Three things is supported when your core plugin is enabled. Okay, so let me
okay,
change here application name. Now we are into the human resource
cool,
application. Okay, if you see here, like in human resource, uh, there is no any kind of incident functionality here. So if you want to like raise any concern to HR team or any respective group member, then you need to create a case here. In ITSM, you can raise an incident, but in HRSD, the functionality is not available. Only you can create a case. So you can see
okay,
this is the case. First difference between ITSM and the HR one. Okay, so in the HR, like if you want to create a bulk case, like it may be the possibility they are multi on a daily basis, thousand of user, or like hundred of user, they are raising concern, but they have not access into the service now. Or if you're fresh going to implement on service now, and somewhere all the like the query, or you can say the cases reported over the, how we can import into the service now. So for the individual user, you can directly use the case, like for the new user, for the one case. But if you want to use as a bulk upload into the Excel or some other thing, then you can directly use as a bulk, like a thousand of the record. If you want to move something from any external application, like take example for the Workday is also supporting the human resource kind of things, managing the user information, or uh, like other functionality for, you can say, the payroll system as well. So if you want to pull all data and you want to push into the service now, with the help of uh, upload functionality, you can upload into the service now, right? So these are the things. If we talk about HR, all HR case. So one more thing, if you want to enable, like anything into the service now, which is related to an, HRSD. So most important thing is, there is one table, as you know, that into the in the service now, like if you talk about what is the parent table of the incident problem task. Okay, incident problem change or some other catalog, then you can simply straightforward saying that this is the task table. In the service now for HRSD, okay, what is the core table? The core table is SNHR core case. This is the parent of all the the COE. Like I'm explaining here about the COE as well. So all the parents, the table here for the core case. Now if you see here, like if you want to inherit, and also the HR case inherited from for the task table. So one is a parent table as a task, and the child table is HR case core. Okay, and under that there is multiple, like event HR case or some other case. I will show you here. So other the functionality given to the service now, where you can utilize. Okay, so this is all about the HR one, like how many open case, how many unassigned case, how many close, or how many like the all HR cases. Now thing is, if you move toward the task, about the HR task, like under the case you can create a task for a specific, like if someone raise a case, like I'm not getting salary something, there is deduction for 1,000 rupees or something, then what they can do, they can raise a case. So if they are raising the case, it's not directly to assign to respective team member. It may be the possibility they will check, yes, if they are regularly coming or not, or there is some deduction into the payroll system, like for the uh, let's talk about let's take example for the leave or something, they have taken like 1 or 2 days something, this is the reason some deducted. So they, based on that, they can the transfer the case, or they can create the HR task on that. Okay, so this is the reason we can use a HR task as well. HR profile, this is the very important. Every user, if they have not HR profile, they cannot create any case. Okay, if I have not HR profile, okay, I cannot create any case. Even I am user of the service now, even I am licensed user in the service now, I cannot create a case. It must have a HR profile, then only I can create a case, right? And these are the all HR profile, like a number of user you can see here. Let me show you. So you can see there is 564 HR profile, But actually, if you come here into the user table, you can see there is 669 users. So why they all are not in the HR profile? Maybe they have not HR profile created. This is the reason the all user not visible over there. Okay. Any doubt as of now on that particular case and HR task and the user profile?
No, I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Let me again come here. Okay, so HR task done. This is the profile one. Now the third, there is different the module here as well. Like we can utilize if you're going detailing on that. HR integration. So what is meaning of the HR integration? If you want to integrate some of the another application into the service now, then you can use HR integration. Like if you want to pull data from any workday, then with the help of HR integration, you can pull and you can post data with the help of HR integration, like transform map for the user or a schema map. But there is many other things. You can see the mapping over there, like maybe the many other channel, like someone supporting the HTTPS, some are giving the JDBC connection, or the giving the query where you can directly put into the service now, and based on that schedule you can apply here schedule, and then directly some of the specific time it will run and execute, and then it will be move. So this is about the HR integration. If you come here for the HR admin, like how you're managing or setup doing the setup of the HRSD, you can do with the help of the HR administrator. Like here the user guidance, like what first thing is required when you are doing or enabling HR resource management in the service now. Okay, so all the steps given here, like what first thing is required. With the help of guided setup, directly you can configure and you can set up if you are new into the service now, or if you are new into the HRSD. So with the help of this thing, you can do it. Different tasks will open, and then you can set up and configure. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There is COE, as we discussed about. COE configuration is required. Like COE is center of excellence. So this configuration you need to do, where also you can identify that, like how many applications supported under the HR resource, under the core. Like you can say the HR benefit case, HR compensation case, HR corporate communication case. So many ethical case. So here you can say the payroll one, and HR talent management performance case, payroll in investigation case, global mobility case. So these are the application which is available under the HR core application. So if you're not enabling HR resource core, then you can't see these all application. Okay, this is itself one application to the service now. Initially what like in many organization having different the application for each case, like they have payroll system for different application which is enabled in the .NET or maybe the PHP or some other things, right? But here into the service now, all are under the one umbrella where you can utilize the functionality. So these are all okay, where we will discuss the next session maybe, and only you need to focus on that part. So this is complete picture of your the HR. Okay, this is the configuration. Also like survey for HR, like a feedback related thing. If you want to satisfaction of HRSD or system, like what yeah, the services are good or not, based on that you can give the feedback as well. Budget and all these things which are included here. So this is all about content where we will cover. Is
Okay.
it fine? Like
I'm just yeah, good, good. See, I do have one job description here. Okay.
mm-hmm,
One
mm-hmm.
minute. So they are asking like this, what shall we do? My question, I'm giving it to you.
You can see it.
Where is the chart? Go to here, paste. Yeah, I'm just putting off of the job description only here. Why they are asking that UI part?
Okay, let me check here. So you have shared me in the chat as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, let me see. Can you okay.
You just go to your
Yeah. Okay. I'm able to see here now. Let me see. Okay, so they are saying that a ServiceNow HR system architecture plugin HR application scoping, right? This is fine. So this is only about the plugin as we are discussing here, like every application having the own
true.
plugin. Okay. And the configure implement HR core application and employee, as we're talking about this thing, like assignment rule or based on this skill, like as we discuss where the thing will trigger, like if someone facing issue in the payroll system, then it will go to the that particular assignment rule, okay, or group something. As it discuss about the HR catalog, so every HR having the different catalog, they can raise a request for that, like maybe the laptop, desktop, any other things which is required, or maybe for the training as well, they can raise a the record. So this is a topic here basically come under the core one, this part.
Okay.
Okay. So this is complete development point of view or understanding.
Okay.
Now understanding how the configure security option of protection HR. Okay, so this is again, this is a part of the COE, like let's see here. If you come here, you can see the COE ACL. Like if I'm only responsible for the payroll system, then I cannot see some other application which is available into the system, right? For the training material, I can't see. Only I'm responsible for the payroll system. So this kind of configuration or setup you can do with the help of COE security policy, which is there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this
Just now I pasted one more lines like technical expertise in this. They are asking differently. Like see creation of script based UI policy and client script. Do we need to
yes, this
require any
yeah,
IT knowledge? I mean
yes,
that
it's
means
not
coding.
yeah, yes, as I told you, there is the two things. One thing is, if you want as a code developer, then of course it's required the coding. You need to understand about the JavaScript and the HTML, CSS, and the Ajax as well, so REST. So these are things required here, okay, for the developer point of view. But if you want as an admin, then
So
only you
this
need to
means this requirement is developer and adding some of the
dev-
HR qualities, right?
yes,
Coming to this
yes,
job description,
yes,
not
yes,
purely HRSD guy.
no, no,
They are
it's
not
not purely.
expecting.
Yes, they're not expecting HRSD guide. They are expecting like you need to configure HRSD application into the service now, and
Yeah,
with help of this
that guy
functionality.
should come the ITSM and
Yeah.
with knowledge of the HRSD. That's all.
Yes, you can see here like reporting and dashboard, knowledge of ITL, which is required here, like how the ITL process working. So this thing is required. So it's all about complete development point of view. If also
Okay,
you're going as an
gotcha now.
architect, then also you need to understand these things.
Mhm. Okay. So you
Anything
can't
here?
expect that only HRSD requirements, pure HRSD. So some development
No,
also may
this
be required.
yes, yes, development as well, and also you need to focus on the ITSM part, because if you talk about the catalog and all this thing, this is required, the complete development, like the UI policy or the UI script as well, and business rule. So all thing is required to come and cover into the part of the development HRSD implementation. Sorry, ITSM implementation, and based on that
Got you,
they're
Nilesh.
interlinked with the HR. Yeah.
So any HRSD requirements, but they need a basic not only basic, sometimes expertise also in the
Yes,
development.
yes, you can see here straightforward written here, like configure
Mm.
and implement ServiceNow core HR application, okay, and employee service center, which is ESS I told about, like the portal.
Yeah.
You have knowledge on that, and also the user group skill management related thing, assignment, or the HR catalog, record producer. So all are about the branding something. This is complete development, you can say.
Okay, got you, man. I got it,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Anything
Yeah.
apart from that, if you want to ask or
Nothing, nothing. I'm totally good. I will let Subbu to my opinion on this session.
Mhm.
If you have any to discuss, to add some more in demo
No, I,
session, you can add it tomorrow.
okay. So as of now, we are okay with that, all the content, or like what we
Yeah,
covered,
I thought
right?
that till now, like, only HRSD means no need to any technical knowledge or anything. But
No, no,
yeah,
no, you need at least. Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
I would suggest here first, go to the ITSM and then move to the HR SD.
so you
That
are
would be
expertise
helpful.
in the both five areas, right? ITSM,
Yes,
BM,
yes,
Discover,
yes.
HRSD,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
GRC. Okay.
Yes, yes, we can.
So if I am taking training from you, means you are giving all the
Yes, yes.
I can
Yeah,
apply
I
for
can.
that as a ITSM guy with HRSD or ITBM with HRSD, whatever it is
Yes,
they
yes,
are
yes.
asking, we can do it.
Yes, yes. It's not a issue. We can do it.
Okay.
Even Subbu can help you on that. It's not a issue. Okay.
Okay, you told me that the day one, like initially, you can give support also, right?
Yeah,
Training
yeah.
as
We
well
can.
as.
Yeah. This is part of discussion. We can discuss. Along with the Subbu as well. It's
Okay,
not a issue.
okay. I will talk to Subbu after this call
Mm-hmm.
and I will
Mm-hmm.
update you my opinion.
Yeah. Yes. Sure. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, thank you, dear.
Okay.
Good
Thanks.
night.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good night. Take care.
Is Subbu there? Is muted. I will talk to him. I will text him. Thank you, dear.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.